Hey guys, it's Miss Goldman, obviously. I wanted to make you guys just a little bit of a run through for today's lesson since I'm going to be out. I apologize to miss you, especially on a Friday. I love our Friday classes, but I am actually traveling today and the timing doesn't line up for when I need to be in transit. So I appreciate you taking our class time to still do the lesson. That is definitely what I expect from you. And I'll be looking for things to be coming in before the end of the day at least. So I wanted to just go over a few notes that the other classes did with this lesson before we did it. So just a couple things here. Can I make this full screen? Yes. All right, so just making sure that we are reviewing our vocabulary, right? Federal is definitely like the most important word to understand. So if you weren't here when we took these notes on Wednesday, just making sure you understand the meaning of federal, of or relating to the central or national government. Last class, what we did was we went over some of the Articles of Confederation, right? And these were the first laws that were passed to try to bring unity among the 13 states. And in the independent lesson you did yesterday, you would have seen that there was that quote in which Washington, one of the kind of like the political leaders at this time, was saying that the 13 states were kind of all pulling against each other. They're tugging at the federal head. There's not really unity. The federal government doesn't have enough power to control the states. And for some of those reasons, that's why the Articles of Confederation are not going to be successful as a form of government, because we see that the states retain a lot of their freedom. They only have one vote, which a lot of them didn't like, but also Congress doesn't have a lot of power. So they only have power to borrow money. They can't tax. They can't do all these things that they need to actually be able to have control to do what they want to do, like defend themselves, to raise money, etc. So what I would love for you guys to put in your notes is please these main weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. So the first one, states only had one vote in Congress. Congress doesn't have the power to make money, so states still make their own, even though that was like one of the big concerns before the Articles of Confederation. Congress can't tax, so they have no way to really like create revenue. There's no court system to protect people's rights. Like there was no Supreme Court. There were also no executive power to enforce laws, which means there was no president. There was no like head of the government, really. So the takeaway overall was that there's no powerful central government. And one of the things that we talked about was why were they reluctant to not have a powerful central government? And I encourage you guys to think about this on your own, but the discussion that we had with my other classes was that, remember, they were afraid of tyranny like they felt like they experienced under the King of England. So even though they knew they needed to get things done, they were afraid of creating a government that was too powerful, that would then abuse that power. So what we're going to be looking at over the next couple classes is how did the Constitution that they're going to like figure out guard against tyranny? So what are they going to do in this new set of laws that they're going to create that is going to make it so that they can have enough power to do what they want to do, but so that one person can't rule everyone else in a way that they find oppressive or abusive? So what you guys are doing in today's lesson, if you go into Schoology, go to our class page, go to Friday, and open it up. It's going to look like this. It's really just a reading that goes over a lot of these things that I just went over in the notes. Some weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation, some of the challenges they face, things that they were thinking of coming up with a new constitution. So what I'd like you guys to do is please read and highlight in order to answer these questions as you go. And then at the end, it's just a really simple summary exit ticket, right? Using your notes, and please use these vocabulary words in your exit ticket. Just tell me, why did the founding fathers need to write a new constitution, and what were their concerns doing so? So you're going to have to go over the weaknesses and their fears. Thank you.